this place, where you grew up, where your memories were made, and where your dreams were born, where your Fridays are spent under the lights, and where Saturdays are made for the water, where small business makes a big impact, and home is always a sight for sore eyes, and where the best things in life are the little things. Tullahoma Utilities Authority, power in community.
Good.
All right, we're ready. All right, let's call this meeting to order. This is Tuesday morning, January 20th, Tullahoma Utility Authority meeting. And make it official. First item on the agenda is to approve the agenda. Do I have a motion?
I approve.
All right, second?
Second.
All right, we have a second. Any discussion, corrections? Anybody? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, motion carried. Next item on the agenda is to approve the previous meeting minutes from the December meeting. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve.
All right. we have a
Second.
Motion to approve. We have a second. Any discussion or corrections? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. Thank you. Do we have any customers present with any comments? Anyone? All right, I see none. Next item on the agenda are recognitions. And I'm going to turn this over to Mr. President here.
Okay, well, first we have Larry Taylor. He'll come up, and he's our new Chief Operating Officer. He comes from another cooperative, and Larry has nearly 30 years' experience overall in the industry, so we're really excited to have him here, and he'll introduce himself.
Good morning. I'm Larry Taylor. I am the new Chief Operating Officer here at Tullahoma Utilities Authority, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve the Tullahoma community alongside such a great team. I'm originally from the Upper Cumberland region, where I attended Tennessee Tech University, earned a degree in electrical engineering and a master's in business administration. Again, grateful to be here, grateful to work alongside such a great team, and I'm impressed with the dedication to providing safe, affordable, and reliable utility services and fiber with excellent customer service. Any questions?
Well,
Welcome.
we're doing a picture.
Glad to have you with us, Larry.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
He's gonna get a picture.
Got it.
Thank you, Larry. All right.
And then we have Ahmad Taylor. Ahmad applied and interviewed for a utility worker position, and the interview committee was really impressed with his skills and recommended, because of the retirements upcoming in the water wastewater department, that we hire him back in engineering for the water wastewater. So he's a new water wastewater engineering associate.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure to meet you guys. I am Ahmad Taylor. This is my hometown, and I'm so proud and stoked to be able to represent the community that helped raise me. I don't know much about what I'm doing yet. I'm learning every single day, and there's a lot to learn. But I think Mr. Scott's doing a great job in teaching me, and I'm honored to be here.
Very good, Ahmad.
Yes, sir.
Anybody have any questions or comments?
And when he says Scott, he's talking about Scott Allen. So,
Oh, right.
yeah, he's working for.
Now, Ahmad, you played football somewhere, I know.
Yes, sir. I played here, and then I played at Cumberland University.
Cumberland.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. What position?
Well, here I played left tackle and defensive end, and for whatever reason, I got to college and they moved me in the inside. I was a nose guard, so.
That was fun.
Oh yeah, got up to 320 quick.
Good to have you here, Mike.
Thank you, sir. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Mike Stan. Yes.
Right. Squeeze back in there. Got it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll move to specific agenda items now. We'll consider approval of the FY25 Independent Auditors Report.
You want to mention your recognition?
There's
Oh, let's get it.
Dameron's.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, we do have some recognitions that I skipped over. Sorry about that. TUA received a letter from Come to the Table in appreciation of the TUA's Roundup program donation. And, let me see here, see if I can get to that one. I'm gonna get there. Yeah, thank you. All right, here's a letter from Beth Welsh. Many of you are familiar with Beth. She is the treasurer for the Come to the Table. And she wrote this letter in appreciation to TUA. Dear friends at TUA, thank you so much for your support of Come to the Table in 2025. We appreciate your generous donation in the amount of $3,800. With your continued support, we've been able to feed those suffering from food insecurity in Tullahoma and the surrounding areas, as well as help to provide clothes, school supplies, Christmas boxes, Easter egg hunts, fall festivals, and a special Thanksgiving meal. In 2025, we served 6,830 meals. Wow.
It's amazing.
We're able to do this only because you and your neighbors come together to donate both time and money to help those in need. Thank you for your generosity. And for those of you out in TV land and us who support the Roundup program, just to mention one more time, our monthly utility bills are rounded off to the nearest dollar. So we want to thank all the citizens of Tullahoma for contributing. And those who were allocated monies were Greater Faith Daycare, $1,000, Shepherd's House, $5,000, Tullahoma Daycare Center, $6,000, Partners for Healing, $2,000, the Henry Center was given $9,000, Coffee County Salvation Army, $9,000, Hospice of the Highland Rim Foundation was given $5,000, Come to the Table, as just mentioned, was $3,800, Five Loaves for Kids, $4,000, Coffee County Senior Citizens was given $1,000, Tullahoma Lions Club Charities was given $1,000, Helping Hands Food Pantry and Clothes Closet was given $2,000, and Tullahoma Fine Arts was given $1,000. And that's all because of basically 9,000 customers who contribute to the nearest dollar off their monthly utility bill. So we're grateful to all of you out there for that. It's a wonderful program. Okay. Now, maybe we can get to specific agenda items, huh? The first agenda item is to approve the fiscal year 25 independent auditor's report. Do we have a motion?
Move to approve.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, we have a motion and we have a second. Well, Mr. President, would you like to?
Yeah, Jason has a report on
Jason's got that?
So I'll give you a summary of it. We just got the audit report last week, and it was due to the single audit that we were waiting on. So we got that, and we got an unmodified opinion, which in the accounting world is the best possible outcome. And it means that we're complying with generally accepted accounting principles, the requirements, and also the financial statements are clean. There was no findings, no material findings or questions. Financial highlights, our net position did increase over all four systems combined, which is good. Net position is what we make over our operations, so it goes back into the system. And then also there was one adjusting entry that we're gonna have to make. So last year was the first year that we were required to book a unearned revenue for fiber. And when we did that, there's 13 days in the current month, 17 days in the following month, those numbers got transposed. We didn't catch it, the auditors didn't catch it, we caught it this year, and they did too. So we've got an entry we have to make to rectify that, but other than that, everything was good. It's another good year for us, so.
It's comforting to know that an outside source has approved our bookkeeping procedures and everything that goes with that. So, Jason, you and your staff, great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was nice to finally get to page 55, and it's like, why didn't they put this in the beginning, where it's, you know, all the really good news?
It's at the very end.
The very end.
Okay, any other comments, board members? All right. Well, let's vote on that, huh? So, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those motion approved. Okay, next item of the specific agenda items is the approval to purchase a Sulzer turbo compressor. Do we have a motion?
I'll move to approve the purchase of the Sulzer turbo compressor at a price of $204,000.
All right, thank you. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right, we have a second. All right, any discussion?
So I'll start by just saying that this is a budgeted item. Anything over $100,000 budgeted or not budgeted comes to the board. And I'll let Dale give a brief background on the why behind the purchase.
Most major components of a wastewater plant require redundancy. And the redundancy on a blower, let me start with this. The blower system provides air to the treatment basins. I mean, it's how the microorganisms get oxygen, how everything works. So there are redundancy with blowers is the original 1986 blowers. And they're very inefficient and not sure even they would all even work. So when we get this new blower, it will be our main blower. The old turbo blower, which is installed in 2016, will be our backup, and we'll alternate their use. But they're very efficient pieces of equipment. And when the original turbo blower was installed in 2016, we determined that we had a cost savings of power costs of $3,000 per month. That's how efficient they are.
What's the lifespan of this, of the new one?
20 years plus.
Okay.
They actually have magnetic bearings, the shafts float in a magnetic field, so there's no wear. So it's really a remarkable piece of equipment.
So the old one's still operational.
The 2016 is in good shape. It's got 100,000 hours on it. It's been operating almost continuously for 10 years. And we just need, use it as a backup. And
Gotcha.
So I noticed, it looked like that we're purchasing the same model as the
Yes.
2016. Was there an upgraded model that you looked at, or just decided to, that this one was adequate or appropriate for the use?
yes, we decided it's appropriate. We wanted an identical model where it would share the same filters and all the other equipment that we, may have to replace or maintenance items.
And I noticed that we saved 2 days of training because we already have one of the models, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
so
were
that's a
doing
big
some
savings.
installation ourselves. There's a good bit of work required in installation, and our guys do it all. We will hire somebody to do some welding on some of their aeration piping, but we do all the installation ourselves.
Did you get any more bids on this, or was this the only one that?
It's sole source. I had a sole source letter from the manufacturer stating that Southern Sales was the sole source provider. So, they covered this area. Sulzer doesn't allow anyone else to cover this area.
Just to be totally transparent here about this purchase, the breakdown of the cost, the blower was $172,000, the freight was $1,600. The startup, which, as Dale said, has been reduced because we've already know how to do that, so it's already been done, is $13,000. But there's also a $17,000 tariff on this unit. So for those of you who wonder about this tariff business that the president has installed, well, there's 8 nations in Europe, one of which is Finland, and this unit was purchased from Finland. And there's a 10% tariff on Finnish products that come to the United States, as I understand it. Anybody want to correct me on that? That's how I understand it. So there's a $17,000 additional cost for the purchase of this that the Southern Sales Company has shared with us, basically. So just think it's important to note that, and that's how it works, folks. That's where the tariff comes in, and we, the citizens of Tullahoma, are picking up the pieces, picking up the tariff cost. So anyway, any other comments? Anyone on the board? Okay. All right, we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, motion passed. Thank you. Okay, the next item to be considered is to approve the revised policy, employment of relatives. And, Mr. President?
Get a motion.
Move to
Just get a motion, okay. Okay, we got a motion to approve, we got a second?
Second.
Second, all right. And now we need discussion here. Mr. President, would you like to?
Yeah, so, policy P005, went to the rate committee, and then the last meeting, it came to our board, and you all asked for some, revisions. So we went back and revised, and this is the final product.
All right. Okay, any discussion, anyone, about?
You went to the policy.
Yeah, and to this board. Once we had the board discussion last meeting, there was one or two minor recommendations.
Okay, so, guess we'll take this to a vote. All those in favor of the revised policy on employment of relatives, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Thanks to the policy committee for helping with that. Okay, the next item for consideration is approval of the revised policy establishing or terminating service. Can we get a motion? All right,
Second.
we have a second, we have a motion. Discussion.
So this policy has not been updated since 1997. This will basically allow for us to create internal procedures that would allow for customers to request establishing or terminating a service in multiple ways without coming to the office. So phone, internet, fax, if they so choose. But really, this is another step forward in improving our customer focus. So I highly recommend the board pass the updating of policy G028.
All right. Any further discussion?
Yeah, I really appreciate that people won't have to come into the office. I've had several people mention, why do I have to go in? So, so I think this will be really great, and it updates a lot of the language from eons ago when this was established, so it kind of brings us into the modern age of how you actually function. So, as in procedures. I did want to ask, it mentions established after hours or call-out charges will be given in accordance with established rate and fee schedules. So,
So we
are
have
those published somewhere?
Yes, we have a fee schedule. On that topic, one other major improvement of this policy is the old policy stated that if you request service after 2 p.m., that you're basically not getting it. So we took that out. But yes, we have a rate sheet. And if it's just a meter, electrically speaking, a meter set, it's a small fee. If you gotta call the line crew, the fee's a little bit larger. But yeah, those are documented.
Okay.
All righty.
This is coming from the real estate world. This has been much needed for the real estate world, and I've been in it 26 years now. So this was predated even before I got here. So I think this is going to help the overall perception of TUA. So I'm looking forward to implementing this to see if we can how things, get things better in the future.
In particular, I like the policy that states TUA will make reasonable efforts to provide same-day service when possible.
Yeah.
That's a nice addition.
Well, it's exciting to see all these pieces slowly come together, you know, with our NISC, our AMI, in particular, our AMI on this, because many times we won't even have to leave the office to reconnect power or terminate service. We can do it right from the office. So definitely excited about innovating.
Very good.
One other thing, we need to make sure, once this is passed, we need to make sure this is communicated to, I'd communicate it to the public, I'd make sure letters went out to title companies, to real estate companies. I think it'll be very beneficial. A lot of times, decisions get made and they don't get communicated, so.
Excellent. Excellent idea. All right. Any further discussion? All right, let's vote on it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion approved. Okay, we have one more item. Approval of TUA donating property to the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation. Mr. President?
Move to approve.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you all for helping me here. All right, now we have some discussion, and we'll lead it with Mr. President here to do it.
So, TDEC has found rare species in Bobo Creek, the Barrens
Top end.
top minnow, and also some rare plant species around the area that they would like to protect. So this is, there's a map that shows the 8 acres that I'm recommending. The third option on here is I'm not recommending, which is the rest of the land that TUA owns adjacent to Short Springs. So this just encompasses, what's on the map is the first and second options. If this board approves this, then we move on to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, because they have to approve it as well before the transfer could happen.
We're just giving it to them, we're not selling it
That's my recommendation. I don't know if there's any true value out there, because
to them,
where it is, yeah, there's not much that can be done with the land.
Yeah, well, much of it, it's on, you can see on the map, there's that big curve in the road. And so it's all, at least the first sections and the second sections are kind of part of the creek.
Mhm.
So actually, when you look at the property viewer, there's no value to it. So, you know, because it's in a flood zone, it's in the creek. So,
What use could be made of this other than the environmental benefits, but what use could be made of this property?
So the history is this property was owned by the water department because of Short Springs. It's where, for a backup water source, basically. In 2015, when TUB moved to become TUA, that property became Tullahoma Utilities Authority property, but with the designation that anything that's done with the property has to be approved by BOMA. So that's how we are owners of that property,
That was Tullahoma's water source
Tullahoma's water source.
prior to DRUC.
So we're basically asking for help for something that's needs some environmental protection.
Yes, and the other thing this would do is, they told me that they would extend the hiking trail. This would allow them to do that because of Section 2 here, eventually extend the hiking portion down to Bobo Creek.
All right. Any other comments, questions? Anybody? All right. Let's vote on it then. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Next will be committee reports. Yep, from, let's see, policy committee. Mr. Thomas not president, no comments there. Rate committee, anyone? No? Dr. Blanks? Nothing yet, but that could be coming in the near future.
Yeah, we'll probably have a rate committee meeting before our next board meeting.
Okay. All right, it's time for departmental reports. Mr. President, would you
Jason?
lead those?
So for the admin departments, we closed out our November financials. You'll see those in your board packet. We're actively working to close out our December month and still learning in IC. Still, got questions and learning the process, but their support has been really good. When we call them, we get a really quick response, so that's very comforting to know that as we run into questions, we can get those answered pretty quickly. But we've been busy with that. The audit work, the final audit, the single audit part of the final audit was, I think they were out here for a day, and then we had another day of we had to pull reports and send it to them. So we finished all that in the last 2 weeks. And then our AMI project, we had several meter change outs in the last 2 months. So we've been working with that and making sure that the billing files are going in correctly. So that's been a lot of work for our team. And then also we have the NIC project for the services conversion that's in process now. So that's the next 8-9 months are going to be pretty hectic, pretty busy, and we're excited about it. And I mean, our team, Jason Ray, Taylor Lindsay, Stephen Snipes, Trish Cooley, Carolina, our billing and accounting stuff they've been wonderful. They've been really good and staying very positive in a very hectic time. So that's all I've got.
Very good. Thank you, Jason.
Brian?
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So in the back, it's kind of all things Calyx right now. We have finalized the configs for the new AXOS platform, and Christopher Redekop has been applying those configs and testing. And GLDS has also ran the test script that will be used in the migration from the one platform to the other. It has been successful. So we should be starting that migration very soon. We are still waiting on the remainder of our order to ship. So this will kind of draw out this process to get, overall the whole town cut over. Engineering, Bradley and Joseph, they've been keeping up with the new construction in the area. We've had to build some extensions and splice it in and get the appropriate fiber counts out for all the new construction, and that's mainly due to areas where they're putting townhomes and apartments that, when you dedicate one fiber for a lot and then it turns out to be 10 townhomes, it makes things a little interesting. United Communications did complete a 100 gig circuit to the building. It is now fully redundant, so it comes in from 2 separate feeds and lands in the head end in the back. Our Iris video also rides this path, so it is redundant now as well. We've got a kickoff call this week scheduled for an IPv6 dual stack project. So what that does is, with IPv6 becoming more widespread, this puts us in a good position for traffic routing. More and more providers and more services are deploying the IPv6. So we've had an allocation of IPv6 addresses for a really long time. It's just it wasn't deployed so much in the United States or worldwide, but it is becoming more and more the norm. We did hit a new bandwidth peak on Christmas Day at 25.7 gig, and fiber was a +9 for the month of December.
Very good.
Any questions?
Thanks, Brian.
All right, yes, sir.
Got just a couple of things for you. First, I want to start, Haley Reese, our environmental engineer, will participate in the Duck River Drought Management Task Force. Task Force is required by the governor's Executive Order 108, which created the Duck River Watershed Planning Partnership. And they are tasked with updating the region's drought management plan that was originally done in 2013 by the Duck River Agency. Next, we had 0 permit violations as the wastewater treatment plan in 2025. Because of that, we'll be receiving an award at Water Professionals Conference in Lexington in July. It's not unusual for a plant to have a violation, so to go an entire year without a violation is a big success, and it's a great job by the entire team. Big part of this success is due to Jeff Tullahoma. Jeff is retiring next month after 37 years with TUA. He's been the plant supervisor since 1997, and he's a major reason why the plant is run so well. And his knowledge and professionalism will be greatly missed, and I wish him the best as he begins a long and well-earned retirement. That's all I've got.
Thank you. Very good, thank you, Dale.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Larry?
Got 4 key updates. Part of the 5-year system improvement plan, replacement of underground utilities. The Kensington area is about 50% complete. If we can get good weather, we think we can complete that in the next 2 to 3 weeks. On the AMI side, we have about 2,000 meters left to deploy. 1,000 of those are single phase, and the other 1,000 is 3-phase. The bulk of those are commercial meters. We have the residential side largely deployed. We've got a few stragglers out there to take care of. We'll be submitting a grant application to the Tennessee Office of Energy Programs Grid Resilience Grant this week. That's to bring voltage regulation to the system. There will be tremendous savings once we can get that implemented on the system. And that's also part of the 5-year system improvement plan that's really planned for 2027. But as I mentioned, the faster we can get out there, we'll start saving on our TVA wholesale bill. We had 2 trucks. We had a bucket truck and a digger derrick that were down, and we have both of those back into the fleet.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Appreciate it. Okay, next we will wrap things up with comments from the board, beginning with Dr. Blanks.
Thank you, Chairman. Don't have anything major. Thank you for having a clean audit, pretty much, other than the one thing that the auditors missed.
We missed it too.
Does that happen very often?
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's the
so-
first time we'd ever calculated it, so it wouldn't stand out. But the second year, you look at it and go, wait a minute.
Something doesn't look
This
right.
doesn't look right, yeah.
Had a cold morning. I don't know what we drew power-wise, but I guess it was one of the coldest mornings of this year. So drip your pipes. Thank you, TVA, for providing us power when we need it, when we're cold, when we're hot. Stay warm, you have pets, get them indoors. This kind of weather is not good for outside pets, so take care of it. That's all I have.
Mr. Wells.
Mr. Potter and I went to the Montlow College legislative briefing earlier in the month. Want to make sure that we are prepared as best we can for this weekend. Weather does get bad. It's supposed to. They're even talking about possibly some ice too. So I hope we've got everybody ready to roll. And then the other thing is I'm looking forward to the changes in the policies that we make. I think this is going to everything that we did today, I think is going to be beneficial. I hope it is. If not, we'll tweak it. That's it.
Okay, Ms. Patty?
I want to thank Jason and just the overall financial awareness and stability, that TUA has in its financial stability and serving the community. It's just a real bedrock, and that's great for the community to know. So, and I look forward to hopefully a good response from the Short Springs. I think it's really great that TUA is supporting our local state natural area. I know that they've been desiring those two sections for quite a while, so here's, cheers to the top minnow and Lance. And it's just another way that TUA and Tullahoma are supporting our local area, so I'm appreciative of that. So that's all I have.
Well, thank you. I'd like to thank the policy committee, Mr. Tone and Mr. Welch, for the new policies we have in place. Welcome additions. Last week we met with all the Roundup program recipients, passed out checks, and that was a nice get together there. It's neat to meet many of the folks who lead these organizations that are reaching needy folks. Just can't say enough about, Tullahoma and many of the citizens who take up these opportunities to help other people. Certainly want to thank all the guys and gals who work outside now. Well, we like our inside people too, but this time, let's see, right now I got 18 degrees out there, and I'm glad I'm not out there on a pole. And we appreciate those who have been. And we want to thank all of you who provide leadership in this organization. This is a solid organization. It's progressing and keep getting better. And specifically, Jason, you're the one been under the gun lately. Thank you for what you and your team has done. Appreciate it. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Well, you're right, Jason has been, and it's been for about a year now, and he's got another year to battle through here. But so thankful he's on our team, because we would be in a mighty amount of trouble if he weren't. Dale mentioned Jeff's retirement. His replacement has been here. J.C. Davis has been here for how long, Dale? 20 years?
Yeah, so, yeah.
So J.C. Davis, a 20-year employee, is moving up into Jeff's role. And then Michael Dashno, who was on the water wastewater utility crew, is moving down to the wastewater treatment plant to become an operator. And then lastly, the TVA board now has a quorum. So they have appointed 4 new board members, and their first meeting is next month. So that's good news for TVA.
Very good. Very good. And one other person, Miss Shannon over there, who works behind the scenes and does so much for TUA and for us, so we appreciate you, Shannon. Anything else, board members? All right. And I declare this meeting adjourned.